And welcome back to the channel, everybody. Here, Lucas from Mars, back with the National League Wildcard game between the Marlins and the Braves here. So we're finally made it to the playoffs in this Marlins franchise, and Miami finished the season at 89 and 72, I believe. So they had 89 wins on the year in total, and the Braves finished with 92, I believe, in the regular season. So this is a wildcard matchup, and of course these are two division opponents. So we play the Braves a few times this year at multiple points, but we'll see what happens in these playoffs. As I really like the presentation of this wildcard game. It's definitely a lot more. It's definitely different than previous MLB Show games. And so ready to get the playoffs underway here in this one. So the Marlins didn't make the playoffs in, the pandemic season of 2020, but the other two times that they made the playoffs, they've won the World Series. So not saying that that'll happen here, but we'll see. So 89-73 for Miami, 92-74 Atlanta, and I mean a lot more pennants and a lot more titles on the Braves side. There are only 3 postseasons and 2 titles for the Marlins in their team's history, but this is the 2022 NL Wildcard game. We're going to get this game underway. Max Fried is on the mound pitching for the Braves in this one. These are kind of the more old school uniforms here. No name on the back of these jerseys, but I'm excited to get this game and these playoffs underway. So there is Max Fried, and there is his numbers from the season over the regular year. 33 starts and a 3.77 ERA, 1.25 whip, 150 strikeouts exactly. So he had a pretty decent season on the mound. I mean, this is Atlanta's ace, so the best pitcher on their roster here. But John Birdie is going to be leading things off for Miami in this wildcard game. And a full count pitch to him here in the first at bat is a drive into the gap, and that ball is down. And it's going to reach the wall. John Birdie's got 96 speed, and he's going to go to third. And he's there with a triple. So immediately out of the gate, a man 90 feet away. Now a ground ball by Sanchez, and Jesus Sanchez is going to cash in with from the triple. And the Marlins, 8 pitches in, have an early 1-0 lead here in the first inning. So now it's Jorge Soler for his first at-bat of the playoffs, and I mean, best hitter over the course of the regular season with 41 homers and over 100 RBIs and 844 OPS. Let's see here on this 2-2 what happens, and it's a swing and a miss early, it seems, on that curveball there in the dirt. So Fried gets that strikeout to end the inning, but a triple and an RBI for Jesus Sanchez. Miami up 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the first. And on the mound for the Marlins in this game is Pablo Lopez, our best starting pitcher all season this year on 34 starts. Had a 2.73 ERA in 214 innings, 180 hits, 166 strikeouts. Excellent season from Pablo Lopez. And there is Ozzie Albies. He's the leadoff hitter for Atlanta in this one. There's a swing and a miss. Circle change below the knees. Well, I don't actually think it was low. It was outside, though, for sure. But a great pitch right there to Albies and a good start in this bottom of the first inning for Pablo Lopez. So now Dansby Swanson at the plate, and Swanson will take a low four-seamer in the dirt there. 279 average for him this season, 27 homers and 72 RBIs. Had a pretty decent season, I'd say. And a 1-1 here to Swanson is a line drive. That will fall in for a base hit. So there's the first hit of the game for Atlanta in this wildcard game. Went on here in the first inning. And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. 1-2 pitch to him is a fly ball fairly deep. Lede over, makes the catch in the corner there a little bit for out number 2. And that's a big out, especially with a guy like Acuna at the plate, who was just one of the best hitters all year. And you get the top 3 there. William Contreras as well, batting 4th. Matt Olson, Austin Riley, Alex Dickerson, Eddie Rosario, and Adam Duvall is that Atlanta lineup here for this wildcard matchup. There's a grounder over to Bobby Bradley at first, and he goes the long way there to get the final out of the first inning. So a hit, no runs for Atlanta. After one, it's 1-0. We go to the bottom of the second. Here's Matt Olson, and 252 average, 26 homers, 71 ribbies. He had a good season with an over 800 OPS. Not nearly what he's doing in real life right now. He's one of the league leaders in home runs at the moment in real life. There's a swing and a miss on a great pitch there from Pablo Lopez. Second one of the game for him, and now Dickerson is going to ground it over to Birdie. They get one out there, and on a first, it's a double play. So Lopez gets that ground ball, and there's another 0. An almost clean inning there. Works around the walk. We go to the top of the third. Here's Jesus Sanchez with 2 down. There's a drive by Sanchez, and that one is going to go all the way back into the gap. And that's off the wall. Jesus Sanchez is going to make his way to second base. There's a double, another extra base hit for Miami. Their second hit total of this game. And a beautiful swing and a drive there to the wall in the gap. So now it's Jazz Chisholm, 0 for 1 so far tonight. 2 out, a man on second base. Here comes the first pitch, is a swing and a drive into right center field. Backing up is the right fielder. They're at the wall and it's gone. Jazz Chisholm with a homer. And Miami takes a 3-0 lead here in the third of the wildcard game. And he's going to shuffle his way on to home. Big time swing by Jazz Chisholm. Kind of struggled at the plate this year, but that is a monster swing there. A pitch right down the middle. Four-seamer that missed location by Freed there. And the Marlins offense jumping so far in this game. Huge swing right there. Now it's Torrey Soler. And Soler's going to fly a high fly ball deep to center. And it's caught. Man, wow. Center fielder had to reach up to make that catch. But it is taken in. And that'll end the third inning. But, man, another big couple of hits. A double, then the home run by Jazz Chisholm. And the Marlins, 3 hits, 3 runs. We go to the bottom of the third. Here's Anna Duvall. And Duvall is going to crush that ball down the line, but it is going to be fouled. That one was hammered. 8 pitches in the at-bat to Duvall here. The count is still full. Let's see what Lopez comes with here on this full count pitch. It's a circle change, swing and a miss for the third one for Lopez tonight. Now it's Dansby up again, and Swanson's going to ground it right over to Jazz Chisholm at second. He will go to first base, and that'll end the third inning. So there is another working around another base runner here. Atlanta working around that hit here by Atlanta. But 3 scoreless innings. So far, a good start for Pablo Lopez. As that ball runs inside and actually hits Brian Anderson here. 2 on, 2 out for Jacob Stallings. So another couple of base runners in this game. And yeah, Max Fried just not pitching very well so far. But he does get barely, I don't know how Jacob Stallings made contact with that slider inside like that. Very early pitch timing, or swing timing, I mean. But here's now an 0-2. And that time, he's not going to catch up to a off-speed pitch there. Might have been a little early. But there's a strikeout. Only the second one of the game for Max Fried. With Stallings swinging through, we go to the bottom of the fourth. It's still 3-0. So here's Ronald Acuna up again. And there's a swing and a miss and a slurve. And man, Pablo Lopez has got his off-speed pitches going really well in this game so far. And he has been really almost nearly untouchable. And a couple of slurs there in that at-bat. 1 at 81, 1 at 82. And just filthy pitches right there. And William Contreras at the plate. Contreras is going to drive it deep to center. Sanchez doesn't even really move. That ball is way back there and gone. in straightaway center field. And Willie Contreras, he kind of crushed us the last time he played Miami, last time that Miami played Atlanta. And he will get Atlanta on the board here in the 4th. It's 3-1. A 450-foot blast right there by Willie Contreras to get Atlanta on the board here finally. And yeah, a little bit of a miss in location right there by Lopez, and a no-doubter by Contreras. You see where this ball lands way out there into center. Next view of 104 miles an hour, 451 feet on the distance there, and a nearly 6.56 second hang time. There's a swing and a miss. Matt Olson cannot catch up there on a off-speed pitch, and Lopez has got 5 strikeouts in all of them via the off-speed pitch so far in this game. As a couple of circle changes to start the at-bat, a cutter, a high fastball, another high fastball, then finishing it off with a off-speed pitch there down the middle. Now Austin Riley is going to pop it up over by the first base side. Bobby Bradley there to end the 4th inning. So the Braves will get a run back here via this home run by Contreras, when the Marlins still control a 2-run lead as we go to the 5th here in this game. So here's the top of the 5th, and here's John Birdie up again. 1 for 2 with that triple he had last time. And now here's Max Fried, and the pitch is a swing and a drive by Birdie into deep center. Acuna, he's at the wall, and that ball is gone! Straight away center field for John Birdie. A triple, now a homer, and the 3-run lead for Miami is back again. It's 4-1. And so John Birdie only batted .218 over the course of this season, is having himself a game here in this one so far. As that's a high fastball there, the 4-seamer. And, I mean, Birdie just got a hold of it. 424, the fountain out there in center field in this ballpark in Atlanta. And, man, now 3-0 to Jazz Chisholm. That will finally catch the zone to make it 3-1. But again, Max Fried still struggling a little bit in this game so far. But there's a swing and a ball crush shot to deep center. And Acuna, oh, it's off of the top of his glove. And all the way to third, Jazz Chisholm's going to get into third base with a triple. So an interesting play there. A ball that bounced off of the glove of Acuna out there in center, nearly carried all the way over the fence. But, I mean, not really any hesitation here by Jazz Chisholm, as he knew he was wanting to go to third on that play basically all the way. So with that triple, that'll actually be the end of the game for Max Fried here, who, I mean, just didn't really pitch that great. I mean, never settled into a groove truly in this one. Gave up, 5-6 hits and 4 runs earned, and the runner at third base right now is accounted for in that run. That one will be charged to him if the Marlins can get him around. Charlie Morton comes on to pitch here, a 3.38 ERA for him this season. And a 2-0 is a swing and a line drive. That ball is not going to be caught. It's into the gap, bouncing off the wall. And extra bases into second goes Jorge Soler. And he will get his first hit of the playoffs here to make it 5-1 Miami. As, just a good swing there and a good ball driven into the gap. And when we look at the swing here, just a little out in front of it, but good enough timing to drop it into the outfield for extra bases. Now Garrett Cooper is going to line a ball into the outfield here, and that one's going to fall in for a hit. And, man, Miami's got the bats working here all of a sudden in this 5th inning. And, I mean, they started out the game hot, and they're continuing their offensive success here so far to this point. So now men are on the corners, and there's still only 1 out in this frame. Here is J.J. Bleday, who is 0 for 2 in this game here tonight. First pitch, line drive, and that ball's going to fall in, and it's going to go all the way into the corner here in left field. That's going to be a double by Bleday. Another run will score, and it's 6-1 Miami. Man, J.J. Bleday, the young rookie here, dropping that ball in late on the swing, but ends up finding outfield grass. So now Bobby Bradley's up here, and Bradley's going to drive this ball into the outfield in his center. Acuna's going to make this catch, but all the way scoring from third and going to third base is Bleday. Miami will add another run here to the scoreboard, and it's now 7-1 Marlins. So the Marlins, man, they have absolutely exploded here offensively in this 5th inning. They have gotten, it was a 4. They got 4 more runs here in this 5th. Now Brian Anderson is going to swing and a miss. A swing and miss there at the cutter high, but so that'll finally end the inning. But man, it was a brutal inning for Atlanta. They are now down by 6 here here as we're halfway home in this wild card matchup. Miami with 7 hits or 7 runs and 9 hits so far, and Pablo Lopez, man, he has been just pitching lights out and not any real sign of slowing down as Alex Dickerson will come up to the plate here. A 3-1 is ball 4 there. So that one, not a well-located pitch, and the timing was definitely off on that pitch release. 1-2 to Adam Duvall. Now there's a grounder. Lopez has it. He goes to second here. He'll get 1 out there, but he won't get Duvall at first. So he gets the lead runner, at least now 2 down in this inning here. And here's Ozzie Albies now. 2-0. 2 Albies. And it's a ground ball over to Birdie, and Birdie will go the short way there to end the 5th inning. And I mean, man, every out, every inning that Atlanta does not cut into this lead is a huge blow for him here. You got to come back 1 run at a time, but you got to start doing it. As there's a swing and a miss. Travis Chisholm way late on that pitch right there. And so that'll end the top of the 6th. But 2-3-4 here in this 6th inning for Atlanta. This is a monster inning for them to try and make a comeback here in this game. Here is now Dansby Swanson, 1 for 2 with a single in this one so far. 1-2 count here. And it's a fastball swing and a miss. And that's the first strikeout on a fastball in this game from Pablo Lopez. He's 6th one tonight. And I mean, way out in front of that high fastball here was Dansby. One more look at it, and yeah, he's swung through it basically before it even comes into the frame with that shot. And now it's Contreras here, and William Contreras is going to take a 4-seamer on the corner. What a brilliant pitch right there by Lopez on the corner. Wow, that was filthy. 7 strikeouts now, and now there's 2 down in the inning. Here's Matt Olson, and he's going to ground it over to second here, and Chisholm has it. And that's a big 0 right there for Lopez in the 6th. He works around a walk. And now I'm going to go into the 7th inning now. It's still 7-1. Here's Jorge Soler back up again. He had that double, of course, earlier in the game. 1-2 to him. Here is a swing and a miss. Oh my goodness, that was really a bad pitch to swing out there way inside in the dirt, and just no chance. So there's the first out, and that curveball almost hits Bradley here as that pitch runs inside on him. He's 1 for 1 with a double and an RBI in this game so far today. And a 3-1 is a swing very early on, and it grounds it right to Matt Olson at first. So 7th inning stretch. We are going to now bring in Cole Sulser. So 6 innings of 1 run, 3 hit ball, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts for Pablo Lopez. Incredible game for him today. Cole Sulser here, 32 innings on the season for him. 0-2 to Alex Dickerson is a strike 3 called on a high fastball right on the outside corner. That was a brilliant pitch right here. Let's look at this pitch again. Man, perfect location here. So 2 down in the inning. And he was 0 at the plate. And he is going to swing and miss at a circle change. There, a filthy pitch by Sulser to end the 7th. So, I mean, the pitching for Miami right now has just shut down this Atlanta offense almost completely here tonight. And, I mean, the offense has definitely complemented the pitching so far. So here's Colin McHugh. 61 innings, 3.38 ERA, 1.32 WHIP this year. Had a pretty decent season. And, I mean, looking for a win is Pablo Lopez here in this wildcard game. That's a cutter that is right down the middle. So I'm not sure what Stallings is waiting for in that at-bat there. And there's our number 2. Here's John Birdie, 2 for 4 with a homer and a triple. 0-2 pitch here. And not a good pitch to swing out there. I think it was out in front of that cutter there for another strikeout. So the bullpen for Atlanta has done their job and has held this team, Miami's offense, in check relatively, but still down by 6. So go to the 8th. Here's Adam Duvall at the plate. 1-2. On the corner, there's a beautiful slider. Man, and Cole Sulser has come in the game. He's got 3 strikeouts here in 5 outs for him so far. And now here's Dansby Swanson. 2 down in the inning. 1 for 3 is Dansby today. And Cole Sulser is going to lean in for the first pitch of the at-bat. And it's a fly ball into right, deep over is Baudet. And that'll be the catch made. And in the 8th, and Miami 3 outs away from a wild card victory. And Jorge Soler, and Soler's going to crush this ball down the line, and it's going to go foul. Man, Jorge Soler nearly had a homer there with that swing. Just a little out in front of that 4-seam fastball there. Now another pitch, 1-2 is a grounder. That one's over to short. Swanson handles it, throws it across the diamond to make the play. So a near 8-1 lead, but it's a 6-run cushion going into the 9th inning. 3 more outs to get for Atlanta, or for Miami, I mean. As Acuna will start it off, so it's 3, 4, and 5 in this inning here. And Sulser's going to get that 4-seamer there on the corner. Great pitch, and I mean, Ronald Acuna Jr. had 48 homers over the course of the regular season, and he's going to finish this game tonight, likely, with an 0-for-3 line. Now, Willie Contreras, 2-2 to him, is a wide drive, and that ball is going to get down, and it's going to roll into the gap here, and Sanchez will collect it and bring it back into the infield. So, game not totally done yet, but with that, we're going to bring in another pitcher. We're going to bring in Zach Pop, who wasn't great in 42.2 innings this season with that 4.64 ERA, that's for sure. But, I mean, 6-run lead, you figure he is going to be able to get you 2 more outs. That's all you need from him right now. Matt Olson up here, and that 2-1 misses to run the count to 3 balls and a strike here. So don't want to lose him here. Let's see what happens on this 3-1 to Olson. And it's a line drive, and that ball will fall in for a single pitch inside. So not a bad pitch by Zach Pop, but it is driven into the outfield for a hit. Now 0-2, a grounder over to Anderson, who's going to go the long way, but the ball is overthrown. And that's going to score a run as Baudet will get the ball back in, but not before a run will score there on a throwing error. So E5 to bring home Atlanta's 2nd run. Now Alex Dickerson up, and Dickerson is going to pop it up in the infield, and that is a massive blow, of course, in this game for Atlanta. So there's out number 2. And now one more, and again, is all Atlanta, or all Miami needs. They will be playing, the winner of this game, by the way, plays the LA Dodgers in the NLDS. So here's Eddie Rosario, 0-for-3 in this game. 1-1 to him here is a drive deep to right field. But Day looks up, and that ball is right in front of the chop house and gone. Man, Eddie Rosario absolutely crushes that one into right. So it's a 3-run homer, and, I mean, it's a 2-run game now, so, I mean, Atlanta's not done in this one yet so far. They're still, I mean, this game is not over, that's for sure. 7-5 here in the 9th. And, I mean, that one was crushed, no doubter, and, yeah, it was an off-speed pitch by the looks of it. That caught way too much of the plate. And, see the distance on this one, 421. On the distance with a 105 exit velocity there. So, I mean, Zach Pop's still going to try and get one more out. That's all we need. Down to the last strike. It's a grounder to Bradley. Brownlee running to first, and he's gonna beat the runner to the bag. There's the ball game. And Miami a little scary there at the end in the 9th inning, but you know, a 4-run ninth, not enough for Atlanta to come back in this one. They will fall short, and Miami will get the victory here in this wildcard game, in the final of 7-5. So they will go and they will play the LA Dodgers in the NLDS. And there's a look again at the screenshot of this game. 4 runs by the Braves in the 9th. But, you know, 7-1 lead. The Marlins got started early. And, I mean, they held on. They had a kind of a scare there in that 9th inning. But overall, they're a good team win for Miami here. So that's a good start to the postseason. We'll have, I mean, you know, depending on, of course, how far the Braves will, their Marlins will go into the postseason, we'll probably have a 1 to 2 episodes of the NLDS, I would say. And then we'll see if we need to, you know, we'll see if we play any more games other than that for Miami. I mean, the Dodgers are the best team in the National League this season. They're definitely not a pushover. We played them earlier this year in a player lock game. And, you know, they're definitely a good team, of course. So it's going to be definitely a big test for our offensive, for our pitching staff in that series. But that'll be it for me in this episode, guys. This one kind of look at the game log or the box score here. You had the double from Soler, double from Sanchez, Brownlee, and Blade. A couple of triples in this game by Chisholm and John Birdie. A couple RBIs by Chisholm, an RBI by Soler, Sanchez, Bradley, Birdie, and Blade. So the RBIs really spread out among everybody here in this game for Miami. And that 4-run 5th inning was really the key inning here to, you know, secure a win in this ball game. But that's going to be it. And that, again, remember to be subscribed so you know when more episodes of the playoffs are going to be released here by me here. But Lopez, man, 6 innings, 3 hits, 1 run allowed, only 3 walks and 7 strikeouts. An absolutely excellent game for him. He gets the win. Sulser does give up a run. It was unearned, though. But then Zach Pop, you know, got a couple of outs, but not without a couple of hits and a 3-run home run. But either way, that's going to do it for me in this episode. We'll have, you know, however many more games of the playoffs, and then we'll have the offseason. So expect a break between, you know, the end of the playoffs and the beginning of, you know, the offseason video in year 2. I really want to focus on the MLB Stars Custom League more so now. Of course, I do want to, you know, get the final kind of season episodes rolled out for this Miami franchise towards the end of it. I don't, you know, I want to get those videos out, but I kind of want to shift a lot of the focus on this channel to that series. So I don't know how long of a break between, you know, the off-season, the end of the year and the off-season videos that I'll do, but I would expect it to be a little bit longer of a gap, just because, again, wanting to, you know, get to the end of the year 1 in our custom league. So with all that being said, I thank you guys for your support on this series and on this franchise, of course, and on the channel in general. And again, you know, thank you guys for watching. Remember to subscribe and be notified when I come out with new videos. And I will see you in the next one. We'll be back with more custom league content next time on the channel. But that is it for me. You've been listening to Lucas from Mars. Thank you, everybody, for watching. And have a great day. And God bless.